The following video and very existence of this channel is made possible by your support over on patreon.com/616entertainment. I couldn't do this without you, and I thank you kindly for keeping the dream alive. Want a kick-ass shirt? Head on over to prowrestlingtees.com/616entertainment and pick one up. Welcome to Trophy Stories, a show all about my love for and collection of PlayStation trophies. We cover the three T's around here: trash, treasure, and try it out. And in between, I'll tell you a couple stories about each game. If that sounds good to you, stick around, because it's time to get to work. Oh, what's up, DanDans? My name is Ian. Welcome to Trophy Stories 3. Now, you know what we do around here. I detailed it in the intro. I don't have to explain it again. This is the third episode. You should be caught up by now. The spotlight game this week. What have I been playing this week? Well, I'm about to tell you. Am I wearing the same clothes as last week? Sure. Did I shoot that video 5 minutes ago? It's a possibility. Last week I told you about Octopath Traveler, but I'm also playing a little game called Klonoa: Door to Phantomile. Now, if you don't know about Klonoa, this was a PS1 platformer back in 1997, which just so happens to be extremely rare and extremely expensive. Now, I never played Klonoa when I was younger. Nobody I knew even owned this game, but I've seen Kyle Bossman and G to the Next Level streaming it over on Twitch, and I was like, that looks pretty fun. And when I say I saw those guys streaming it, they were not streaming the original, they were streaming the remakes. Klonoa and Klonoa 2 have been remastered. I said remake, but I meant remastered. For PlayStation 4, and I don't know, you can probably get it in other places. I didn't do research on that, but that's not my job. I watched Kyle Bossman and G to the Next Level play through it, and I was like, this looks fun. This does look fun. So I went on the old PlayStation Network, I looked at it. The collection was $40, and I was like, I do want to play this. $40 might be a little expensive for a game I've never played before, and it just kind of looked interesting. Threw it in my wish list, goes on sale, $20, give me that. You know what I'm saying? So I grabbed Klonoa and Klonoa 2, I'm playing through it, and I gotta tell you, this trophy list looks nice. This trophy list is looking nice. I think I'm gonna go after the platinum in these games, and when I say these games, it's because Klonoa and Klonoa 2, the trophy lists are tied together. You gotta beat both of them, you gotta get everything from both of them to get that platinum, and I'm having a good time, so I think I will. But now it's time to get into the three T's, and you know how we start off. We start off with trash. And this week's trash trophy, this week's trash platinum is tied to Wonderbook: Book of Spells. This was a Harry Potter themed PlayStation 3 exclusive PlayStation Move game where your PlayStation Move controller was your wand, and basically the game would just show you what to do, and then you would recreate it, and that's how you completed levels, and that's how you popped trophies. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've never heard you talk about Harry Potter. You're not playing Hogwarts Legacy. You're not a Harry Potter guy. You don't have this trophy. Yeah, I do. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I do. I need help. Now, why did I go after these trophies? Why did I go after this platinum? I shouldn't cover my mouth like that because the microphone's right there. You won't be able to hear me. I did it because I don't know why I did it. This thing sucks. Look at this. How does this even work? You put this down and the PlayStation camera looked at this and then it made sense of it somehow. I can't make sense of why I did this to myself. Is the game good? No. Do I recommend it? No. Why do I still have this? I don't know. Because nobody wants it. What am I going to do with it? That's trash if I've ever seen it. But now let's talk about treasure. Now, there are different levels when it comes to trophies. There are different levels when it comes to our three T's. There are different levels of trash and treasure. There's treasure, and there's treasure. You know what I'm saying? Then there's treasure. I got some treasure for you today in the shape of Diablo 3. This is a special level of treasure because Diablo 3 just so happens to be one of my favorite games of all time. This is a 2.8% platinum rarity. Yes, I own it. Very proud to own it. And look, this trophy list is great. You're going to want to kill the bosses, repair items, sell items. A lot of these you're just going to earn as you play through the game, and that's a nice trophy list. Above and Beyond Hardcore is exhilarating because you need to get a character up to the top level on hardcore difficulty. And if you don't know what that means, that's permadeath. If you're running around and you run into a mob that just tackles you and they kill you, that's it. You could be level 68 out of 70. If they kill you, dunzo, you gotta start over. That one was tough. Batting 500, where you have to complete 500 bounties to unlock this trophy, sounds like it might be difficult, but it's really not. There's not a lot of difficulty behind this one. Is it time consuming? Absolutely, but time consuming and difficult are not the same thing. They don't equate. You can nail this one. Yes, you can. Now, if you guys want a trophy story, this may be one of my best trophy stories I'm about to tell you right now. If you've heard it, I apologize. If you're brand new here, you're going to love this. I made a $50 bet with my podcast co-host, the artist formerly known as Mike Charles. He bet me that I could not get this platinum trophy. And it was not just an open thing. It's not like, oh, you got 5 years to get this trophy. It was like probably August. And this is a time sink. It takes a lot of time to get the Diablo 3 Platinum Trophy. And he bet me $50 I couldn't get it by the end of the year. I want to say that was 2015. It was like going into 20... Who knows? By the end of the year. He just bet that I would procrastinate and that I would wait too long to put the effort in. And I was like, I'll take that bet. If I don't get this by the end of the year, I will pay you $50. When I get it, you better pay up. I procrastinated a lot. I procrastinated a lot. And when like December rolled around, I was like, ooh, I gotta get to work on this. And what you are seeing on screen right now is me documenting how much work went into this, how long it took, and goodness gracious, at the end of the day, I pulled it off. I got the Diablo 3 Platinum Trophy with days to spare, maybe like a whole week to spare. And as soon as I brought it up for the first time, the artist paid up on the spots. He settles his debts. That was the best $50 I've ever earned. I don't know if that's actually true. I've probably earned $50 doing better things, but hey, earning $50 playing one of your favorite games of all time and unlocking trophies, not too bad. Now it's time to talk about this week's Try It Out. Now this is a game maybe you've heard of. This is a game that maybe when I say it, you're going to be like, is that really good? This week's Try It Out is a little game called Days Gone. Now, I don't know why I'm holding the actual game up, because usually I just put the artwork right here. That's what this whole big open space is for. Days Gone is fantastic, and I know. You saw the reviews at launch, and you're like, I'm not paying $60 for that. Oh, I guess it's not that good. Listen, Sony did Days Gone no favors. They pushed it out early. They gave it to people to review when it wasn't really ready for prime time. That's not the shape that Days Gone is in now. How do I know that? Because I own the Platinum Trophy. I played all the way through Days Gone. I saw everything there was to see. I got the Platinum, but I didn't do it on launch. I waited maybe a month after Days Gone came out, and then I played through it, and all of these issues that the reviewers were talking about, I did not experience a single one of them. Now, does that mean that these issues never existed? No. I believe that these reviewers ran into those problems. Luckily, I didn't. I waited a little bit. And that's why I can proudly recommend Days Gone to you today, because not only is the game much cheaper now, but it's in much better shape now. Days Gone was my 2019 Game of the Year, and I don't hand that award out willy-nilly. Nobody cares what my opinion is on Game of the Year, but I do. And it was my 2019 Game of the Year. Days Gone has a platinum rarity of 4.3%, making it ultra rare by PlayStation standards. But I want to take a second to focus on the Lend Me Your Ears trophy, which you earn for collecting 989 Freaker Ears. Now, this game calls zombies Freakers. I know, it's dumb. You just got to deal with it. Why 989? It's a reference to 989 Studios, the defunct PlayStation team that you may remember very well for games like Siphon Filter, which are tied to Ben's studio, who created Days Gone. It's a whole thing, but we're not here to talk about that. No, we're here to talk about trophies, and how about the Broken Roadshow trophies, which you unlock for collecting 75% of the game's collectibles. Not even 100%. You don't have to go out and find every little thing. If you find 3/4 of them, the game's going to be like, you know what, good for you, and they're going to throw a trophy in your direction. I appreciate that. Days Gone is a game where I went and cleaned up all of the bad guy hideouts. I went and cleaned out all the freaker nests or whatever the hell you call them. And when it was done, at the end of the day, I was like, you know, I'm really proud to have earned this platinum. I had a great time doing it, but I'm kind of sad it's over. It took me a long time, but I wish there was more Days Gone to see. And unfortunately, Days Gone 2 is not going to happen. This studio has practically completely restructured. The heads are gone now. Sony has straight up said Days Gone 2 is not going to happen, but they're going to make a Days Gone movie, which I don't think anybody asked for. I'd prefer a sequel game, if you please. But again, another conversation for another time. What we can discuss here and now are some of the trophies that you guys have earned and some of the trophy stories that you guys have told down in the comments. Now, you might notice that I'm pulling these comments still from episode 1. That's because I shot episode 2 and 3 back to back. And hey, if we do 4, 5, and 6, then I can pull from 2 and 3. You know how it goes. So keep telling me your stories down in the comments. I appreciate it. And if you appreciate me and you appreciate this show and you appreciate everything I do here on youtube.com/616entertainment, you can support me over on Patreon. You don't have to, but if you decide to, I really appreciate it. I always say channels like mine live and die by your support. And right now, you guys allow me to do what I love to do for a living. And maybe I won't always be able to do so, but right now I can. And that's thanks to you. So, if you're on the fence about signing up, hey, maybe this show just sold you. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. That's none of my business. I guess it's exactly my business. But DanDans, I hope you're enjoying Trophy Stories. I know I am. I love you very much. And I will see you next time. It's better now. It's better now. This is one of those games like No Man's Sky. How about that? When No Man's Sky came out, it fell way short of expectations because this is not the case for Days Gone. But that developer, Hello Games, Sean Murray, they promised the world with... What am I fucking talking about? Hey,